You got to protect that money. If you have been working hard to build your business, to build your asset base, to get more successful in life, at some point you need to stop and protect your money. Here's the truth. We live in a world where there are a lot of lawsuits, particularly here in the United States. People will sue people. And in general, a lawsuit's more likely to come if you have assets. Right? In fact, as a lawyer, that's one thing we look at and we advise our clients on. We advise on lawsuits and potential lawsuits. But as part of that, we also look at the potential assets of the person to be sued. And there has to be hundreds and thousands of times at law offices throughout the U.S. where a lawyer looks at a set of facts, tells a client that you have a great case, and says, but we really can't do much because the other side doesn't have any assets. We can pay the cost and expense of litigating this and take it to court, but if they don't have anything to get something from, we're in a bad position because we've now got a piece of paper saying we get money, but we won't get any money. Let's say you entered in, let's say a very poor person injured you intentionally. Well, that's great, but if they don't have a job and they don't have an income, how are they going to pay you back for your injuries? Hopefully there's insurance or other strategies there to help you get back to where you need to be. But the point is, you have to look at the asset structure. On the other side of it, somebody with a lot of assets, somebody with a business reputation, somebody with a name and a brand, these people become targets. And we've seen this. We've seen people sue famous people just because they think they have a pile of money. And so where are you in that life cycle? And if you're building money and you've got money, you need to protect that money. You need to sit down and think about sitting down with a lawyer who's knowledgeable about how to move assets in a legal way, position them, use trust, use estate planning, use transfers, use business entities, different strategies legally that can be employed to potentially minimize some of your exposure. It's definitely worth thinking about. It's worth putting some time and energy into, but you got to get that relationship and you've got to take the initiative. So you got to get off the couch, get off of YouTube for a minute, and then go and reach out to an attorney that you can trust that's licensed in your jurisdiction that can advise you on what you have, what strategies are available, but also what's practical in your situation, right? $100,000 to asset protect looks different than $1 million to be asset protected than $10 million to be asset protected, right? You got to be proportional, cost-wise, etc. So hope that's helpful, folks. Would love to see your comments. Remember, the comments on these types of channels are not confidential, so don't put anything in there you don't want other people seeing. Nothing private, nothing personal. For confidential conversations, reach out to an attorney. But for general comments, questions, love to see them. If they have prompts for other videos, drop them in. Would love to see what you're thinking. So join me in the comments, and I hope you subscribe to the channel. We'll see each other for another video. And we've got a whole library of past stuff you should go check out too.